Hi, this is BJ from Digital Mind. I'm just shooting a short video on evaluating the profile of Michael here. Now, what I'm going to be looking through is his title, his overview, portfolio, tests, employment history, and in the end, his education and other experience. Now, the first thing that I noticed on this profile is that he has a title here that says a writer that you need, creative arts, blogs, and research. Now, this section might benefit from being a little bit more targeted. If you're hiring a writer as an employer, I would generally be looking for someone that is a specialist on something. So, for instance, they might be specialists in article writing, or be specialists in copywriting, or be specialists in technical editing and writing for instructions. So this section I would suggest could be a little bit more targeted. And when we get to the tags here, we see that it's WordPress, article writing, English tutoring, blog writing, and screenwriting. Now these are very wide skill sets. So again, what I would suggest is after a title had been defined up here, try to select tags that defines areas where you are at your strongest. When we get to the overview, then I would suggest that you can basically use your tags as a start to write a good overview section. Here we see he writes, I'm a writer and educator. I worked in several industries. That's fine. My writing experience is from the creative side. Several residential writing residencies. That's good. Maintained a blog on and off for several years. Teaching middle school. Now, what I'm getting from this is a lot of explanation of things that you have done. However, it doesn't seem to be very clear when it comes to bringing it back and arguing a case for why it would be good to do a particular type of assignment. Again, this can be improved by defining a title. So I suggest that this can be rewritten after a clearer title has been defined and tags been picked. When we get to the portfolio, we only see here one element, which is actually limiting. If you're hiring a writer, the greater the scope that you find in the portfolio, is actually easier it is to select a writer for varying positions. So I suggest that this should be improved by maybe 5 to 10 other elements. If you don't have a lot of writing work, then you can take a larger project and then split it up into sections so you can get an understanding of your ability to do bits. Okay, when we get to the tests, this is very good. He has scored high in article writing, blog testing, resume writing skills. That's actually an area of specialty, writing resumes. So this is something to consider. Creating writing tests, top 20%, above average in vocabulary, basic skills, and telephone etiquette. Now all this could be used as arguments further up. So if you, for instance, are scoring among the top 10% on article writing and you decide to focus on that, then that can be mentioned up here in the overview section. That will make it a lot easier for employers to go, okay, you're able to back up your story. And when we get to the employment history, we see a lot of relevant experience here, which could actually be moved up a little bit further up. And you can take the elements of what's specific here and also write about it up here. So here you mentioned mentions the Florida sunshine standard here, and Florida is again mentioned up here. That's good. So more of that I would suggest would be beneficial to add. I'm going to click on the more history here. see substitute teacher, teacher. All this is good elements. These are good elements that you could again bring up here. So extensive experience as a teacher. Okay, when we get to the education again, a lot of good relevant experience, masters in arts administration, screenwriting, and bachelor's in English. So we're looking at a really good Master of English. Now this is in particular pretty good. Bachelor of Rhetoric in English. Study of speech, arguments, and persuasion. Now this could be used to create a niche up here. So for persuasion, that could be a good skill to, for instance, specialize in resume writing. It could be a good skill to specialize in writing proposals. And when we go down to experience, he lists here 2 good sources, which could also be further explained up here. So what I would suggest should be done here is, in summary, define a clearer niche to focus on. Decide on 5 to 10 tags here. These can be improved. You could actually have these a little bit more targeted depending on what you decide up here. And then write an overview which is tailored to what it is you would like to focus on, and add all the evidence as you can from down here from the teaching experience, from the education, and also from the experience. There seems to be a lot of good material here to write a good profile. And then when you have all that, try to get a few small assignments so that you can add what is lacking in this profile. I don't see anything of, which is testimonials. Okay, that's about it. If you'd like to see more videos like this, just go to digitalmind.com.